Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start this contest. Let's count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Away we go here in the battle for bronze. It'll be Mike Whitehead and Riley Batt in the middle. My name is John O'Farr. I'll be your lead commentator. Joining me in commentary today, Steve Rebilliard and Emma Stewart. Firstly, Steve, how do you see this contest going?
How do you pick it, Jono? 61-60 when they last met. Canada with a 1-point victory over New South Wales. Look, you just got to ask whether New South Wales, with that stunning win over Victoria in the Nationals final, did they play their final then? Can they get up less than 24 hours later with the same kind of discipline and execution against Canada, who should be able to match them all the way?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see as the first points go to Canada. And it was Travis Moreau that picks up the points. Nicely played away by Edmondson now, and the Gladiators respond nicely there. As Moreau will play it inbound from the key.
Riley Batt's played a lot of matches over a lot of years, but, you know, for an all-quarter effort, both in offence and defence yesterday, yeah, you won't see too many better performances from him. When he didn't have the ball, he was worth two defenders. He really had an outstanding game. If he's got that in him again today, then Canada are going to struggle to contain him. But they've beaten New South Wales once, so there'll be belief there. Yeah,
it was an interesting combination and wonderful to see Riley Batt combining beautifully with Andrew Edmondson as I bring Emma Stewart into the commentary. Emma, terrific to see those two Australian Steelers battling it out and combining beautifully yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. They certainly work well together, and so do those two. Whitehead passing it through the centre, and Travis Moreau taking that one for the Canadian side.
So Edmondson will play possession. It's 2-1 to Canada. This is the battle for bronze. We hope you're enjoying it here at the Netball Centre or online at wheelchairrugby.com.au. Battling nicely as Batt through the middle, inside that attacking quarter. Plays it around, good work there from Howe in defence. Tries to go around Moreau. Whitehead does his best to stop it, but it's blocking from Edmondson that provides the gap on the right flank for that man, Riley Batt again, Steve.
One wheel will do it. Well, you've got to get two across the line. What if it's up in the air? Does that count?
He passed over the line with the two over the line. But yeah, certainly the Batman flying on the side.
Batman flies.
Nicely played by Caldwell. Moreau will have the possession of the ball. And Canada get the points. 3-2, they take the lead here. So the game is about 1:20 old as Dickie Voris fires it inbound. Nicely played by Edmondson. Rare loss of possession there for Edmo, but he had time and space to pick it up. Pops the pass to Batt. Batt up the middle. Played a brilliant game yesterday in their gold medal victory over the Victorian Protect Thunder. And the count clock on the better there for the Gladiators there, Emma.
Yeah, right on time, just making that time out in the back court. So they will take it from the side.
So it'll be Dickie Voris that has possession for the Gladiators. If you want to join us for the gold medal game, head to wheelchairrugby.com.au. Tickets going fast as Riley Batt plays the ball nicely around the key, just on that halfway line. Plays it nicely, goes into Moreau. Brilliant work there from Howe in defence. Tries to battle around Whitehead and does it particularly well. So Riley Batt gets the points again for the Gladiators. Now Caldwell will have it inbound for Canada. He tries to find some opposition. Moreau's in front of him, but he might go inside there. So the captain in Hirschfield has possession back to Caldwell. Take us through that call, Emma.
Yeah, so we're only a few minutes in, less than two, and Riley Batt serving the first penalty of the game. He will spend some time in the box, and Canada will get it with a reset on their shot clock from the side.
So a big challenge here, Steve, now that Riley's sideline.
Do you think Riley treats these moments in the penalty box as just a chance to catch his breath, so not too upset about going there occasionally?
Possibly. Gives New South Wales an interesting opportunity to create some magic around Riley's greatness as Whitehead gets the points for Canada, and they lead at 4-3 in this bronze game. So under 6 to play in this first term as Edmondson faces some traffic, picked up by Riley Batt. Brilliant stuff from him. The shake of the head He gets back on court and goes over that defensive play and gets the points for the Gladiators.
Fantastic venue, this one here at Netball Central. Only a couple of years old. Uses a lot of natural light and natural ventilation to keep the energy bills down. And the light timber, it's beautiful to enjoy. It's a great atmosphere here. They put a lot of thought, a lot of planning into the design of the whole complex. And some of the timbers that we're enjoying here come across the ditch from New Zealand. And I'm really impressed with the venue.
Yeah, it's a terrific venue. It's been here for a couple of years now, and the Swifts, the Sydney Swifts in the netball competition use it for their games and competitions. And of course, wheelchair rugby, it's their second year here at Netball Central. We saw that thrilling final last year between Japan and New South Wales, and the bronze game last year was the Queenslanders and the Kiwis, which they had a battle for 5th and 6th earlier in the day. So wonderful place to host wheelchair rugby or sport in general, as Voris has the ball nicely for New South Wales. He'll play it inbound to Edmondson. Edmondson fires the pass in time and gives it nicely to Riley Batt. Batt will just try and work his way out of that defensive key. Fires the pass across. Couldn't quite get Edmo on the fly, but he'll find Jake Howe. Jake Howe will pick it up. Oh, couldn't quite control it. Thought for a moment he had it there, Em.
Oh, he almost did. Had it have stayed on the front of that pick bar, he would have gone over and taken the try for the team New South Wales.
Caldwell inbound to Whitehead over the halfway line. Pops the pass over nicely. Edmo with the steal. That's what New South Wales needed. We're 4 apiece here after 5 minutes gone. And the play nicely away to Riley Batt. Batt ploughs into Hirschfield. Still goes at the line. Finds a way to get there.
Hit me as hard as you liked.
Oh,
big bad hit.
I thought you were going to go Ian Drury and the blockheads there.
I was tempted, but you know I can't sing.
I didn't need you to sing. I just wanted the reference.
I thought we were going to have a rap there. That'd be excellent.
No. You've got to know your limits in life, Emma. Caldwell has possession of play.
Sorry, Jono. Speaking of limits, number 25, hashtag no limits, Shane Smith. Great campaigner for the sport of wheelchair rugby.
Nicely played away by Whitehead. And that brings the total to 5 apiece. So we're under 5 to play in this first quarter. Dickie Voris, nice possession of play. Gives it nicely to Edmondson. Edmondson plays it to Batt. Batt down the sideline. Tries to work his way through mid-court. Brilliant protection from Edmo. And the Batman goes over for the points for the New South Wales side. So 6-5 now. The Gladiators narrowly lead it by just the 1. And it's a 4:46 as Caldwell will inbound. It has Hirschfield in front. Nice pass across to Moreau. Moreau on the quarter line. Tries to get around Edmondson. Has Caldwell up the middle. Moreau tries to go nicely. And the pass over the top. Beautifully there to Whitehead. Whitehead will play it. It'll be played nicely there by Mike Whitehead. Fabian Lavoie about to come on for Canada, just in front of our broadcast position. So it'll be interesting to see who goes on, comes off for Fabian as the ball goes nicely to Riley Batt. 6-all. What a game we're seeing here. It was 61-60 in favour of Canada yesterday, game 3 on day 3. And Riley Batt gets the point. So 7-6, back and forth play here, Steve Rebillard.
I wonder if one of the tactics for opposing teams when they're considering how to minimise the impact of Riley Batt is to try to make him work as hard as possible during the first 2 periods. Maybe, get that reward late in the game, but he seems to have amazing stamina and fitness. I think he played every minute yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, he certainly did. I think he's played almost every minute of the tournament. So, yeah, he's had plenty of game time out there for the Gladiators as there is a spill for the Gladiators.
Dickie Voris down, and we've got Scooby coming out.
So he'll take the role there and put Dickie back on his 2 wheels. Big fan club here for Richard Voris, which is great to see. So play will take place there. So a wonderful achievement last night for Curtis Palmer. He's only been New South Wales coach for a limited time, and he picked up the gold medal last night in the clash against Victoria. As the pass nicely goes away to Riley Batt. Batt goes over the quarter, nicely through the half. Geez, he just carves his way through, Steve. Brilliant to watch.
Yeah, he's got a a sense of space and awareness and peripheral vision, all those things that go to make a great player. Seems to find ways through chairs that you can't immediately see yourself.
And Lavoie, he's on the court. So Fabien Lavoie will get the points there for Canada.
No, sorry to correct you there, but Jono, no try there. Running out of the 10 seconds. The violation being called, so no try there to Canada, and Dickey will take it from the side for the GIO New South Wales side.
Okay, so under 4 minutes to play.
And you're touching on something there I wanted to bring up today, is that the amount of counting that the referees have to do in their head. You know, you've got getting the ball out of the backcourt, the 10-second violation with dribbling, players in the key. You've got to have a watch in your head.
Yeah, there's at least a count going on in your head at any one time, potentially two with the arm for the backcourt, as you'll see here with Scotty doing the countdown for the 12 seconds, but also the 10 seconds, as you say, for the bounce or pass. So you certainly got to be on top of things as a referee.
So a timeout called there, so they'll come back to the bench. Looks like Kristen Cameron's about to possibly come on for Canada. So a great lineup Team Canada have provided here for this 2017 competition. It's wonderful to have them part of the tournament, and the Gladiators, they picked up the gold medal last night with their win over Victoria. So a terrific competition that was. And earlier today, we saw the Kiwis beat the Suncorp Queensland Cyclones 56-45. So it's been a great 4 days here at Homebush for the wheelchair rugby. The Fierce 4 Championships, all thanks to GIO. Nicely played up the middle, Caldwell. He'll have it inbound. Gives it nicely to Fabien Lavoie. And the points come the way of Canada. So this time he cannot be denied. 9 points to 8, 3:23 left in this first period of this bronze game. So from what you've seen in the opening round 5 minutes, Steve, how do you see this contest going?
I see no let-off from New South Wales from the momentum momentum, that's a hard word to say on a Saturday morning, they built yesterday. You know, one goal lead at this point, 3:20 out from the first break. Not too much to read into it, I think. We've got to wait for the crucial turnovers to come later in the game, the match-deciding moments. They're not here yet.
Saturday morning, it's 1 o'clock. How big was your birthday?
Well, thanks for bringing that up. Happy birthday to me.
So Steve Rebellion celebrates birthday number, and we play on. So 3:20, 9-8 at the moment in this bronze medal game between the Gladiators and Canada.
It'll be my birthday next time, next year when the World Championships are on too. You going to have me along?
I hope so.
12-team party?
I hope so. Speak to the right people, I'll make it happen. So I'll certainly give you a glowing reference. Nicely played away to Riley Batt. Batt will play it just outside the key. Goes inside the quarter line. Goes now over the half. And he'll play the ball nicely. So,
you know what they did in South America 12 months ago for my birthday? They had the opening ceremony of the Rio Olympics.
Oh, stop it. That's not going to happen every year.
It's happened before.
It's cool. We'll play the ball nicely. And they go inside the quarter line. So Canada now looking for some options. Lavoie just up in the key. Moreau working beautifully on that left-hand flank. Here comes Hirschfield, the captain of Canada, through the middle. Looking for options. Caldwell finds Moreau. Moreau battles nicely and finds Fabien Lavoie close to the line. So the points coming thick and fast in this one. 10-9, 2:46 left. Opening term. It's been an exciting first period of play. Emma Stewart, how have you seen it so far?
Yeah, incredible. The intensity on both teams. And Riley Batt, prime example of that. Very hungry for the score. He's been a lead point scorer this whole week and taking it out there for the try. Yesterday we saw them take the gold, and Harry Plist, the young star, the 13-year-old, taking the best new talent and a gold medal home.
Yeah, he picked up a goal in his first ever gold medal game, which was wonderful to see as Lavoie has the ball for Canada, tries to battle nicely around Batt. Protection there from Hirschfield, gives it to Moreau. Moreau just on the quarter line. Lavoie combining beautifully. That connectivity from Canada, brilliant as always.
Well, Lavoie has been in the team some 14 years. Jono, he's run into Riley often enough to know all his moves. It's just to find a way to escape him.
Yeah, so 11-10 now, 2:17 left on the clock as Edmondson for New South Wales will go to the quarter. He's got some space up the midcourt, keeps the ball alive, has Riley on his right, tries to push and get possession. Now he tries to find a hole, gives it back to Riley on the fringe. Bat now comes at them inside the quarter, charges at the line around Hirschfield and goes nicely through for the points. 12-10 the score now to the Gladiators, so they go back to that 2-point margin with just under 2 to play. So Emma, as one of the cones on that far right is just being adjusted. Just take us through the importance of the part that they play in the goal line.
Yeah, sure, Jono. So as Riley was re-entering the court, don't believe it was intentional, of course, because that could be a technical. He's taking that cone out. The try there. So the cones are the try line, 8 metres, the entirety of the width of the court, 15. So they've got to make it over that line with at least 2 wheels without hitting that cone.
Okay, so Edmondson will just hold on to possession. How long is the court? Question without notice. Something to work on for later?
It's close enough to, I'd say, it's very, very similar to a netball court because they're just inside the netball markings.
Yep.
Netball court's very similar to a basketball court, so, you know, within a
So
couple of metres. Yeah.
28 metres.
There you go.
There you are.
Right, okay, so Riley Bat has the ball nicely played over the quarter and out of the half. Plays it well inside that attacking quarter. Wonderful to have GIO, ISC and the Australian Sports Commission involved in the Wheelchair Rugby Championships, and of course our media partners in Creo Media and 50 Acres. They're the guys and girls that are putting together the production you see on wheelchairrugby.com.au. So if you're watching online, great to have you for this bronze medal game as Canada try to charge it up the middle through Moreau. Goes over that quarter line. 13-11 in favour of the Gladiators. Nicely played away. The intercept has taken place and Bat with the ball again over the halfway line. Just wants to calm it down. Tells Edmo to just peg back and try and stop Lavoie. And the ball will be nicely played close to that line. And the goal and the try comes for New South Wales. So 14-11 the margin, back to 3 now, Steve. So it's starting to stretch out a little bit for the Gladiators.
Yeah, it was interesting last try, that one. Riley was looking to milk the clock a little bit more, and he was fouled by Moreau, so the try was given before Riley had the chance to wind the clock down a little bit, Em.
Yeah, that's right. So the illegal use of hands called and the penalty goal given. And now we have a 4 in the key. Andrew Edmondson. He'll spend some time in the box. Second time for the box this game for the New South Wales side.
So Moreau fires the pass in. Lavoie has it nicely just inside that quarter. Lavoie goes beautifully around, uses the defence brilliantly on that particular occasion and gets the points. So we're battling for bronze here at the Fierce 4 Rugby Championships, all thanks to GIO, and it's 14-12 inside a minute. The Gladiators lead it by 2. Nicely played away by Edmo. Edmondson tries to battle his way. Nice pass over the top, inside the half. Now Riley Bat. Bat goes at the line, gets possession close, and gets the points for the Gladiators. So it'll be an interesting ratio, Steve, really to see the point split between the Gladiators. Obviously Riley Bat way up the top, but that sort of second, third and fourth tier of point scorers in the Gladiators side would be really fascinating to watch over a tournament like this.
Yeah, I don't think they'd lose too much sleep over who does the majority of the scoring as long as they get enough.
As Lavoie gets it inside that quarter. Fabian Lavoie, great player for Canada. He's provided plenty of entertaining moments over the last 4 days here at Olympic Park. Tried to go the Hayden Barton Coots pass and finds Moreau this time in open court. So 8 seconds to go in this first period. What a wonderful game it's been so far. 15-13. We start nicely with Dickie Voris. Voris will pile infield, gives it away. Riley Bat couldn't quite get it. Canada have a great chance here through Hirschfield. Lavoie has it. They've got a couple of seconds on the clock. Hirschfield will run out of space. Brilliant protection from Riley Bat. That's quarter time here at the Netball Central. It's the bronze medal game and New South Wales lead it at quarter time. 15-13. Back in a moment. So here we go in the second quarter of this bronze medal game between New South Wales and Canada. And it's a great game so far. So nicely played to Riley back. Battle play well at the line. Just pushes it just outside the key. Pushes it across. Battle go nicely and go through for the points. So that margin goes back to 3 for the Gladiators. 16-13, 7:44 left in this period. Caldwell has possession from the key. Nicely played. Kristen Cameron's on for Canada in 3. She's been a wonderful addition. And here comes Matt Debley straight up the middle. Debley's been on fire for 4 days. Call the fire brigade. Lavoie gets the points. 16-14. Brilliant stuff from Canada there.
Let's just watch this margin. It was 2 at the first break. We'll watch for any crucial turnovers in this second period. See if change of personnel brings a different complexion to the game. But the Batman will still be out there dictating terms where possible. As he flings one over to Bartlett.
Nicely played away to Simon Bartlett of the Gladiators. And so 7:21, that margin back to 3. So Emma, as soon as Canada score, New South Wales are very quick on that return serve to maintain that 3-point lead at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Really wanting to push the time. You can see that Riley Batt had that long ball for the release and getting those quick scores.
Kristen Cameron has possession. Might be a tyre change, I think, there for her. I definitely heard a tyre go in that particular section.
Big hit on Kristen Cameron's chair. She's okay.
She did really well to hold herself there. You saw that she drew in, being a low pointer, a bit less strength than the big Riley Batt. So did very well. Otherwise, she could have tipped right over. So well done on that front. And the timeout called with Canada taking it now from the side.
So it'll be played there by Cody Caldwell. And he will play it just inside the attacking half for Canada. So Lavoie trying to battle around. Kristen Cameron creates some problems there for the Gladiators as Lavoie goes inside the quarter on the right side. Tries to go around Bat. Beautiful ball back inside. Matt Debley with the finish. Well read. We've spoken about it a number of times, Emma. That connectivity for Canada. It's been on fire for 4 days.
Yeah, absolutely. And their communication is incredible, but they certainly do read each other very well on the court as well, Jono.
These two certainly do read each other very well. Andrew Edmondson and Riley Batt. And the play goes there to the Gladiators. So the margin back to 3. Just under 7 to play in this second term of this bronze medal game. We hope you're enjoying it both here at the Netball Centre and online wherever you may be. wheelchairrugby.com.au. There's a late rush for tickets, so if you want to join us out here at 4:30 for the gold medal game between Victoria and Japan, head online, wheelchairrugby.com.au. Pick up your tickets. Limited tickets still available for that one.
Cody Caldwell couldn't find an open player, so the timeout for Canada. Canada ranked number 4 in the world. New South Wales going with them play for play. A good reflection of the depth and strength of wheelchair rugby in Australia at the moment, and when we can run out state teams, admittedly with Australian players in there that can run with top 5 teams in the world.
Yeah, that's right. Australia ranked number 1 currently in the world, taking the gold last year in Rio.
So Simon Bartlett's just about to get a tyre change there while you were talking. Of course, Cody Caldwell, he calls Ontario home and he turns 29 this year. As Stephen Holt will come on for the Gladiators just to change that tyre over. So wonderful game we're seeing here for this bronze medal. 18-15 the score at the moment. 6:45 left in this second period between Canada and New South Wales. It was 61-60 yesterday in game 3. Will we get the same result here today in bronze medal game? Caldwell, nice pass from Lavoie. Caldwell tries to pop the pass over the top. Debley works well inside that attacking quarter. Goes right side. May have to change options now. He now goes straight up the middle. Pops the pass over the top. Caldwell. The Bearded Brothers go 1-2 and get the points for Canada. 18-16. The margin is 2. Pass infield for Bartlett onto Edmondson. Edmondson finds Bat. Bat, brilliant protection there from Daniel Holt. He's been one of the unsung heroes for the Gladiators in 2017. Bartlett now plays it nicely inside the quarter. Tried to find Edmondson there. Bat calls for the ball. Wants it. Gets it. Gets possession of it. Turns it. Pivots close to the line. Brilliant stuff from Riley Bat there, Steve.
Yeah, his teammate under a bit of trouble. He comes to the rescue. Bartlett happy to just hand it across.
Caldwell. Debley gets some pressure from Riley Bat, and that's just the versatility shown right there from Riley there, Emma.
Absolutely, and Riley Bat certainly ready to intercept or to knock a chair whenever needed. He is there. He is up in the play.
Never takes the eyes off the ball, which is fantastic. So Riley takes it back in possession. So this will be a great opportunity for the Gladiators to just build on their lead of 3, looking for a 4-goal margin at the moment. Riley Bat straight up the middle, goes into Caldwell, turns him left and right and runs around and goes through for the point. So we go to that 4-point margin now, 20-16, 5:39 as Cameron clears it with Caldwell.
Looks like we're going to have some change of personnel for Canada. They don't like the look of the score, but at the moment, as they trim it back to 3, it was 15-13 New South Wales at quarter time.
Yeah, and Emma, they're famous for sort of doing that 4-on, 4-off switch. They've played that sort of move right across the tournament. So do you think it's going to make a little bit of difference here in this final? Yeah,
we will see, but the fresh squad, fresh arms out there certainly does help. And it's just a new tactic. The Canadian side certainly mixing it up throughout this week, and it's certainly done them well so far. So the 4 players on the bench are Whitehead, Green, Smith and Moreau, and the ball is played nicely from Riley Bat. So another turnover for the Gladiators. So you might see that changeover happen pretty soon here, Steve Rebillard. Yeah, and a little exchange there between Lavoie and Edmo after that turnover. So New South Wales extracting just a couple of key turnovers in this quarter as they push it out to 5. And, you know, you think about perhaps Canada's favourite game, ice hockey. You have change of line in ice hockey all the time. It's true. Very familiar in that sport. It's not something as a nation in sport they're unfamiliar with. Why not do it in wheelchair rugby? Yeah, absolutely. They're applying those tactics on the court here, certainly this afternoon. Shane Smith, nice pass across. Moreau goes downtown, Joe Montana style, and finds Mike Whitehead. And the points come the way of Canada on that particular occasion. So 4 points the margin, 22-18 now. Edmondson gets the pass nicely from Leday. There's been a spill in back play as Edmondson goes over the half, finds possession and goes right side into the points there. I think it's Whitehead that's down for Canada. So there'll be a delay in play here as the margin is 5. So there's been 2 spills. Edmo in the goal area and Whitehead down the other end. So coast to coast, 2 players down, 1 from each team. We go back to possession of play. And it'll be Andrew Edmondson that plays it from the key. And now Moreau will get possession for Canada. So he'll now fire it inbound, gives it nicely to Byron Green. Green to Moreau. They've combined beautifully close to the line there. Green now provides protection, so showing the versatility for Canada. Moreau inside the half, gives Shane Smith a chance. Right side. And the points come. 23-19, 4:41 left in this half. Ben Luday, nice pass inbound to Edmo. Edmo will play possession well. Fires the pass across. Riley Bat again in that attacking quarter. Here comes Shane Smith. Won't have the pace to get him. And the points come the way of the Gladiators. So quickety-clack, Moreau will fire back at the key. So short at the line. He'll go again to his mate in Green. Green goes back to Moreau. Moreau tries to fire nicely away from the key, but it's been stolen by Riley Bat. Bat will take possession. Wow, never gives up Riley Bat. Terrific stuff, Steve Rebillard. He's contributed or single-handedly got 3 turnovers this quarter, so he's really having an influence on the match. Whitehead has possession of the ball, plays it nicely to that mid-court region.
Whitehead will need to change it up a little bit as he goes to that quarter line. Smith doing well in protection. Mike Whitehead fires the line. Moreau close to the goal, and he'll get the points for Canada. The margin now just 5 with 4:11 left in this half. Leday nicely passed to Edmondson. Edmo goes over the quarter line. Inside the half now. Plays it well, just slows it down just a touch. And he'll slow down the clock here, so 26 seconds left on that shot clock. We're about 3:56 left on the game clock. So it's crucial now for Canada to try and get some turnover here and change of possession as Smith gives it nicely to Moreau, plays it nicely on the halfway line. They'll go inside that attacking quarter. Well played here by Canada. Great protection there from Whitehead and Green. Left and right. Goes up the middle, gives a path for Moreau to get the points. The margin now back to 5. They're starting to peg back, so they need a change of possession here, Canada, quickly. Edmondson, but when you've got Riley Batt on the court, it's incredibly hard to do that. Edmo has the ball nicely to Riley Batt, and that margin, as quick as a flash, goes back to that 6-point margin. So what a passage of play we're seeing here, Emma Stewart.
Absolutely, back to back, and as you said earlier, Steve, Riley Batt pushing for those turnovers, really just up there in the faces of the Canadian side.
Moreau will play the ball.
Just watching some very efficient transitions too from New South Wales out of a Canadian score to their own possession. Not so much with the one we're about to see now, but a couple of minutes ago, Canada never really got set after scoring. And if you score easily yourself, it just preserves that energy for the next defensive effort against the opposition.
Yeah, it certainly does. So 2 60-second timeouts, 1 30-second timeout for Canada, and 3 30-second timeouts and 2 60-second timeouts. So they're pretty crucial, those timeouts, when you use them. In the bronze, in the game we saw before the bronze medal, New Zealand and Queensland, the Kiwis used it quite late, the coach's timeout, which was interesting tactic.
Yeah, and both the sides churning through those timeouts, all 6, in fact. The 4 on court 30 seconds and the 2 60-second on coach's timeouts churned through throughout the game quite early. So there was a couple of change of possessions then when they were pressed in the offensive side, weren't able to execute and change in possession. And
it was interesting that the Kiwis went with those coaches' timeout so late when they were well in control of the game. So that was an interesting tactic from the Kiwis.
Yeah, absolutely. And just coming back into the game, we're just getting some clarification on what's being called here. So number 9 will serve a penalty. Daniel Holt for the team New South Wales.
So pushes away nicely. Riley Batt has possession of the ball just outside that quarter. 27-22, the margin 5. The Gladiators push and want to get it to 6. And the Gladiators will roll through. So they picked up the gold medal last night in a thrilling game against Victoria, Steve. At the moment, they're looking good for bronze.
Yeah, I wonder what the team chat was after that stunning victory over Victoria. Look, we've still got a game to go tomorrow. Let's see if we can do the job on Canada and pick up a bronze medal. I don't think the way they're playing today, I don't think they partied too hard last night.
No, they don't certainly look like they've had a big night. So Smith will have possession on that right flank and he'll go nicely. Plays possession well. They played each other, Victoria and New South Wales, on day 1. It was the final game and it was a win 62-57, Victoria over New South Wales. So the Gladiators turning the tables last night in the gold medal match. But can Victoria claim gold a little bit later today to redeem themselves and pick up that famous victory over Japan, who picked up the gold medal in 2016 with a thrilling win over the Gladiators that went double overtime. So a slight delay in play. Here it looks like Travis Moreau will get one of his axles just fixed there. So 29-23. This is the second period and we're about 2:39 away from half time as the players reset. Moreau will take possession. There looks like a change here for Canada coming up very shortly in Hirschfield, the captain, Lavoie and Caldwell sitting on the bench as Shane Smith takes it up the left flank, fires it nicely. Whitehead in the key, takes it well, creates some space nicely there, Shane Smith. And the position of play flows well for the Canadians as Ben Leday has possession. Nicely worked to Edmo. Edmondson just on the line. Battles nicely to that halfway line. Tries to get around one. Faces another. Getting some attention from Moreau. Brilliant blocking from Daniel Holt. Ben Leday, good hands close to the line and the sideline. Smith tried to swat it away. Nicely picked up by Edmo. He's in some pressure now. And Riley Batt tried to get the ball away. So there's been a hold-up. Take us through it, Emma Stewart.
Had a little bit of a sneaky call there. Riley asking, you want to handle something? Through to Shane Smith. He's thrown his arm in there and been pinned for it. Shane Smith, an illegal use of hands. He will serve a penalty for Team Canada.
So Houdini goes off on the sideline. And there's been a change here for New South Wales. Jake Howe comes on in 2. Dickie Voris in 6. Ben Leday will go off and Daniel Holt in 9. So Holt and Leday off and Howe and Voris on. And Voris, as soon as he gets on, will get first touch of the ball. The margin is 5 with 2 to play. 29-24 at the moment. Favour of the Gladiators. As Edmo gives the ball nicely in field to Riley Batt. Batt will play it nicely just on the key. He's got plenty of time on that shot clock. 27 seconds there. He'll play it short of the line. Just waits, gives some instructions to the bench. Over to Curtis Palmer. Slows it down, 19 seconds. Rolls it around as Byron Green tries to come round and create some problems. Just the control of Riley Batt close to that line. It's absolutely remarkable. Playing it well. You can hear the clock counting down. And the points come the way of the Gladiators finally, Steve.
Well, I think we heard he said he wanted to get the clock down to about 1:30, Riley, and he's effectively done that. 1:33 left, and the lead is 6. So they've trebled their 2-goal lead at quarter time.
So Moreau inbound to Smith. He's back on the court for Canada. Smith will play it nicely. Barrows his way through. Straight up the middle. The little bulldog goes inside the half. Now the quarter. Still going, Shane Smith. Oh, terrific stuff from Houdini. 30-25. 1:22 left on the clock. Now it's played away by Edmondson from the restart. Sounded like a tyre pop there. Batt goes up the middle. We'll find out that in a second. Batt goes straight up the middle. Still got the ball, Riley. Now he goes through possession. Brilliant blocking from Edmo and Voris. Batt inside that quarter. Has a 3-man procession in Green, Smith and Whitehead. From Canada, Riley Batt will hold possession. And is that a goal there, Em?
It is. The try's being called. Riley not happy with that because he didn't appear ready quite to cross over that line, but he was facing the line, so the referees called that try.
Okay, so...
Yeah, I think Riley again frustrated that he's looking to just milk another second or two, but the try's given. It's taken away from him, really, the opportunity to utilise the clock as he wanted to. Only by a second or two, but it can count.
It certainly can, as Shane Smith gets the point on that occasion. So we're under a minute here. 31-26 in this first half. Edmondson on the key. Fires it over from the halfway line inside the attacking quarter. Waste no time now, Riley. 44 seconds. The Batman does it again. So it'll be interesting to see what Canada do here because they're down by 6, so they need some points and they need a change of possession. Nice pass infield to Smith. Beautiful ball to Whitehead. Took it perfectly. Great stuff from Canada over that quarter. Just slows it down now. Moreau charges on that left flank. Green's working beautifully in defence, trying to stop Batt. Good work there from Whitehead. Whitehead pops the pass nicely back to Moreau. Moreau goes at the line just inside that quarter. Tries to work his way now. You can hear the clock counting down. 20 seconds on it. Moreau has possession. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Can't waste any more time here. Travis Moreau goes inside the quarter. Right side. He might run out of time here. Travis Moreau tries to go up the middle. Has possession of play. Goes over the line. 7 seconds there left on the clock. Didn't look too happy in that particular play. So Dickie Voris will go long bound here from the court. 7 seconds left.
Yeah, so what we had there was a leaving the court, so no try there for Canada. And Edmo through the middle, will he make it? There's 2 seconds left.
Ball goes across court, they get the points. No, there's been a discrepancy with the call, so that is half time. In fact, the point has been awarded, so 33-26. A bit of controversy corner here in the bronze medal game. So it's half time here, and the margin is 7 points, 33-26 to the Gladiators. Back in a moment.
So we are back underway for this second half very shortly. In this clash between New South Wales and Canada, John O'Farr, Steve Rebilliard and Emma Stewart in commentary for this bronze medal game. And that will be the lineup for the gold medal game a little bit later today. We hope you can join us for that. Lavoie, has possession. Nice inbound pass from Moreau, and the points come for Canada. That's valuable points there, Steve, to get themselves back in this contest, 33-27.
Yeah, 18-13 the second quarter went the way of the Gladiators. A couple of memorable turnovers created by Riley Batt, but right at the death, a bit of a buzzer-beater, controversial one favouring New South Wales. Might just motivate Canada going into this third period.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we saw in the first few moments, a contact before the whistle made, so the guys really pressing up on one another. Riley Batt taking that one for Team New South Wales.
Yeah, cleverly played there from Batt. 34-27 now the margin. 7:47 left in this third period. What a game it's providing us, this bronze medal clash between Canada and New South Wales. New South Wales claimed gold last night against Victoria. Can they go with bronze here? But Canada are coming fast, and Caldwell gets the points on that occasion. Boris now will play the ball short of the line, back in field for the Gladiators. Edmondson. Steve, it looks as though the Gladiators, they're under a little bit of pressure here, even though they've got the lead by 6.
Yeah, and turnover right there, bounced off the wheel of Edmo.
So this is where Canada need to turn this opportunity into points. See if they can get that margin back to 5 as Moreau has possession. Goes close to the line, fires the pass over nicely to Fabien Lavoie. And the Canadians get the points on that occasion. So the margin back to 5, Emma. And this is a great contest we're seeing.
Yeah, some incredible wheelchair rugby. These two teams facing one another earlier in the week, Jono. And it was a tight one.
Yeah, 61-60. It was game 3 on day 3 at the Sydney Olympic Park Sports Centre. And we're now at Netball Central as we go nicely to Edmondson. And that margin goes back to 6, 35-29 with 7 to play. Caldwell has possession.
Everywhere you look in the previous results, you can see how closely these teams are matched as Riley Batt wheels away again. But if you look at their 2 games against Japan, these sides, New South Wales lost by 8, Canada lost by 10. There's nothing in that. There was nothing in the match between the 2 of them. They should be close.
Pass from Moreau. Lavoie has possession nicely for Canada, just inside that key. Good pass over the top from Lavoie to Moreau. Moreau will battle Riley Batt on that left flank. Good work from Batt in defence trying to stop that play. But the numbers are too strong for Canada, and Fabien Lavoie gets the points. Terrific connectivity, Emma. We mentioned it earlier. And Canada just really putting bodies in the right place when it matters.
Yeah, absolutely. And their precision on passing is just great execution. So certainly making it. Unfortunately, through this game, though, there's just been a few changeovers, a few turnovers that have cost them just that few points difference.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they've got any changes in these final 6.5 minutes of this third period as Caldwell goes downtown. Can Lavoie go for the ball? Picks it up in limited space. Has Riley Batt on his tail. Batt goes bang, and down goes Lavoie.
What do you do there?
Pray.
Perfect response. Vicky Voris now inbounds it for the Gladiators. That's probably been the tail of the tape in this contest. The determination of Riley Batt and the Gladiators is creating space as Batt now takes it down the court. Lavoie looked pretty secure there. May have dropped off a little bit in intensity. And the points went against Canada. So Moreau, some work to do for Canada. Lavoie now plays at the margin at 8. Lavoie, pass over the top. Moreau needs to get rid of it quickly on that key. Here goes Riley Batt, hanging around, floating around, causing some problems. Looks like Matt Debley's about to come on for Canada as Lavoie tries to get the pass. Thought it was a turnover, but no, it's popped away for Caldwell. Caldwell goes to Lavoie. Fabien Lavoie tries to battle, settles it down, goes at the line, hard, straight at the middle, holds tight, goes long and fast straight through the middle. Great work there, so it'll be interesting to see who comes off when Matt Debley comes on, Emma Stewart. That'll be a fascinating transition.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got some vocals here from the coach from the Canadian side. And Riley Batt will take that one through to New South Wales. The lead is now by 8.
So that would be David Wilsey, the coach of Canada.
Very passionate man of the sport.
Yeah, he certainly is. And speaking of
well, Americans, but he has coached the Canadian side. Kevin Orr was making plenty of noise yesterday for Japan.
Yes, absolutely, and confusing me there with the accent coming from the Japan side.
A little bit. So the play will continue, and it's now progressed because there's been a tyre change here. It'll be Edmo that'll get a quick tyre change in just a second. So Canada making their debut here in the Sydney Nationals. Of course, Steve Rebilliard, the sport was invented in 1977 in Canada. So a nice little transition there.
And they've got a good history in the sport, haven't they? Gold medalists at the World Championships 2002, always hanging around the top 4. Second in London in 2012. Fourth in Rio last year. Second at the 2014 Worlds in Denmark.
And they lost the bronze game to Japan, 52-50 Canada. So they lost 2 games to Australia earlier in the week on Monday night in Mount Druitt. It was 73-53 and 71-62. So 2 great results for the Australian Steelers there, Emma Stewart.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to reflect back on, you know, the sport's pretty young as far as sports goes. And we've really developed and adapted according to different acquired injuries and disabilities over the years. So it's really great to see us progressing as a sport.
Yep, so back to the play now. Bronze medal game, 39-31, 5:17 left in this third period as Simon Bartlett will go onto the court for the Gladiators, and he'll play it inbound on that sideline at Netball Central. So we hope you're enjoying the coverage on wheelchairrugby.com.au, the live feed, all thanks to Creo Media. And, of course, 50 Acres. They are the media providers for this tournament over the last couple of days. So thank you very much to those guys and girls. Ball's played inbound to Edmondson. He'll try and fire it over the top. Nicely passed away. Great work from Bat, again with possession. Tries to get around Debley. Great work from Bat. Tries to go right side, but Hirschfield says, not on my watch. Bat now tries to go back to the left-hand side. Daniel Holt provides protection nicely. Bat runs out of space. Caldwell tries his best to stop possession. Bat gives the pass over to Edmo, and Edmondson gets the points. 40-31, applying pressure all at the right time.
Yeah, they were under try-clock pressure there, New South Wales. They've found a way.
Nicely played away by Caldwell. Caldwell has possession for Canada. Down that flank, on that possession line, quarter line. Goes over the halfway line with a long ball to the captain of Canada, Trevor Hirschfield. So terrific stuff there from Hirschfield. He turns 34 this year. He's from Parksville, British Columbia. And he's been in 2 Paralympics at Beijing and London in 08 and 12 as Riley Bat with a rare loss of possession. Might have gone out of bounds there.
He's just made the timeout call while he was in the back court.
That was remarkable really there, Steve, because Riley was going towards the sideline and he was going towards the scorer's table. So he had a few obstacles in his way, going for the ball and the timeout call. Yeah. That's pretty clever from Riley.
Yeah, you says men can't do more than one thing at once.
The ladies were ready certainly to do more than one thing, and that was get out of their chair. Would it hurt?
Heard it here first. So Andrew Edmondson gives the ball nicely into Riley Bat. Bat will play possession nicely just on that right flank. Can't find it. Not too happy with that play there. So is that a change of possession, or will it go the way of the Gladiators there, Emma?
We've got a penalty being served and illegal use of hands. So Caldwell will spend some time in the box, and a reset on the try clock for Team New South Wales. It's 4:16 remaining in this third period. New South Wales leading by 8 now.
So the 29-year-old Caldwell will spend some time in the bench. And away goes Bat, straight up the middle. Tries to find some time. Batman tries to work his way nicely. Battles through Moreau. Goes towards the line. And will play possession nicely. So that margin now, 41-39. So it's 9 points. 3:49 left in this third period in the bronze medal game. Nicely played from Moreau. Moreau goes to Hirschfield. Hirschfield gives it back to Moreau. Moreau plays it nicely close to that quarter line. Goes over the halfway line with a beautiful pass. The Bearded brothers combine beautifully.
And Caldwell gets the goal for Canada. Bartlett will play inbound. Nicely finds Edmo. Edmo and Bartlett combining beautifully over the 4 days for New South Wales. Edmo will go himself. Thought he was going to pass there for a second to Riley Batt, but he'll take possession and take a spill close to the line and get the points. So 42-33. The margin back to 9, Steve.
Yeah, I wonder how much of that fall Edmo sort of half contributed to himself. He was trying to turn back into the court, but he just got clipped a little. No foul there.
No foul called, and it will be Canada's ball.
Canada, yeah.
Canada, eh?
The Simpsons would be proud of you.
Enough my mum will be, but that's okay. So Canada's ball from the base. Edmo back up with the help of the mechanics from the New South Wales side.
So Canada will have possession inbound. 42-33, just over 3.5 to play before three-quarter time as Moreau looks for options. Finds it into Caldwell. Caldwell goes quickly now. Fires the pass long, Caldwell. And beautiful stuff there from Matt Debley. So Canada connecting beautifully on that particular occasion. 42-34. They're really making a game of it, the Canadians, as Edmondson goes up the court for New South Wales. Goes to that quarter line. Passes over the half and now finds Riley Batt inside that attacking quarter. 42-34 the score, and it becomes 43-34 after that with 3 to play. Moreau has possession. Close to the line. Pushes to Caldwell. Couldn't find it. So that'll be probably a change in possession, will it be, Emma?
Yeah, ouch for Canada. They really need to keep control of the ball and actually push for those turnovers. Unfortunate there, as the lead is by 9 for this New South Wales side. Very costly unforced turnovers. And we have an illegal use of hands.
Yeah, Trevor Hirschfield off to the penalty box. One of the best low pointers in the world.
So we'll go back to the restart. Looks like there's a sub coming here for the Gladiators as Zach comes to the bench with the sub. Looks like it's just the one. Maybe Holloway's about to enter the game. So nicely played away by Batt. Batt just close to the line. Good work from Simon Bartlett there in defence, and Daniel Holt too. And the play goes through for the points. So now the margin, Steve Rebilliard, 10 points. This is pretty hard to come back for Canada.
It will be, but don't write them off. They just haven't been able to extricate the turnovers from New South Wales that the home side has been able to do to them.
So played it well nicely to Debley. Debley just goes to that line. Would have been interesting to see the score breakdown in that game that you and Nicholas Cunyac called yesterday.
Yeah.
Emma, that 60-61 final result. Was it pretty tight right through the contest?
Incredibly tight the whole way through, and it's just really interesting to see that, you know, same matchup, same lineup for both teams, but today we're seeing a bit of a different result with New South Wales leading a few piece through the third period here.
Do you think maybe, I mean, they're still playing on boards, but do you think maybe a change of venue might freshen teams up or change things around a little bit?
Steve, maybe it's the timber.
Well played.
Edmo is in the penalty box after sending one of the Canadians to the floor.
So Debley passes inbound to Smith. And Smith will play possession. You're going to regret you mentioned the timber now, aren't you, Steve? So nothing gets missed here at the commentary box.
Any other fun facts of the venue,
Hey,
Steve?
no, that was a great stat. That was a great stat. I didn't think Steve had that, but a great stat.
We're here to educate, inform and entertain.
Correct.
You know, so
I'm still learning, Steve. I'm still learning.
You're going to learn from the best in Steve Rebilliard. So Andrew Holloway has the ball in possession. Nicely played away and just pushes back in field. Tries to get around Daniel Holt, who provides protection nicely. Edmo's there just in case. Holloway might have lost the ball on that possession. Did you see it, Em? What'd you make of it?
It's on the other side, Jono. You're where I am. But we do have a call. The ball is in the Canadians' lap. There it is again, Canada. Caldwell will take it for the inbound for the Canadian side.
Nicely played for Green. Green there to Caldwell. Caldwell plays possession down the flank. Passes the ball across halfway. Finds Debley in open court. He'll go inside the key. Over the basketball markings. Over the netball markings. Play goes back in field to Bartlett. Bartlett to Edmondson. So they've been combining nicely in that defensive key. Edmondson and Bartlett.
Plays it nicely, Edmo. Pops the pass across. Finds Andrew Holloway under some pressure from Shane Smith. He gets around Green. Holloway battles nicely to that left-hand side. He flies, he goes and scores the points. Terrific goal for the Gladiators. They really turned it on there, Steve.
Yeah, no, Riley Bat, of course, off the court at the moment. Don't see that too often in this tournament. Having a little bit of a break. Strategic, or I want to give some of the other boys a burst on court with the match seemingly reasonably well in hand, but if there's any trouble, I expect Bat will be back on.
So Andrew Holloway, massive fan of the sci-fi genre, and he turns 26 in 2017 as Edmondson has possession of the ball. 90 seconds left in this third period. Edmo gives the ball nicely. Great catch, Andrew Holloway. AJ can't even believe he took it himself, I think, inside 90 seconds. So the play goes back to Canada. Caldwell calling directions from the key. Tries to fire inbound. Finds Debley nicely on that one bounce pass. Goes inside the quarter. Debley, brilliant work from the cut-off there from Green. Great stuff from Debley. Matt Debley straight up the middle. Now goes left side. Gets a shunt from Holloway. But there's space on that left-hand side, Emma Stewart, for Debley to get the points for Canada.
Yeah, beautiful execution there. And as you'll see, there's a lot of on and off ball contact being made. There's a lot of pressure in this last minute or so of the third period, Jono.
Certainly is. 46-38 the score, just over a minute to play. Nice pass back in field. Holloway goes to right side. Have they got a penalty goal there?
Yes, it will be a penalty goal. Leaving the court, violation called. So Shane Smith exiting before.
Caldwell inbounds. Debley nicely there. So the bearded brothers combine beautifully for Canada. Beautiful ball back in field. The 1-2 combination working brilliantly. Over to Smith. Smith with the easy take in open space. Great presence of mind from Canada to put themselves in the right position in key moments. 47-39. Let's hope they can have a massive final term and give us that grandstand finish. We hope you're enjoying the coverage, whether it's on wheelchairrugby.com.au or here at Netball Central. Nice pass from Edmo to AJ. And the points come the way of the Gladiators. 48-39. The margin now is 9 points. 41 seconds left in this third period. Caldwell will inbound it for Canada. Tries to find a positional play just on the line. Gives it to Green. Green taps it back for Caldwell. Caldwell to Debley. Debley nicely working. Great work from Smith to hold out Bartlett and Holt. Debley will play possession. Gives it nicely back outside the attacking quarter from Caldwell. Caldwell tries to go the overhead pass. Can't quite get it. Bounces it once. Keeps it alive. Nicely works from Debley. Debley just inside that attacking half. Gives it across now. Debley, beautiful work here. Away goes Canada, straight up the middle. Good ball across to Caldwell. Caldwell goes, bang, close to the line. Holloway says not yet. And Caldwell will just soak up some time. 4 seconds left on the clock. Bartlett can't quite prevent him. And the play continues. 48-40, last play of the day for the third period. Debley tap back. That's a great play for Canada. Shane Smith runs out of time, unfortunately. So that is three-quarter time here in this bronze medal game between Canada and New South Wales. And it's the Gladiators by 8. We'll be back in just a moment. So welcome back to Netball Central, final term in this bronze medal game. A bronze medal will be handed out in about 10 minutes' time. Away we go nicely, back in field for the Gladiators, and nicely played across. Bat will play it in the mid-court. Tries to find Luday, has Edmondson on that flank, fires the pass over the head of Daniel Holt and finds Edmo on the fly. 48-40 becomes 49-40, 7:40 left in this final period, or the game, as call ball for Canada, inbounds to Moreau. Moreau comes on. So there's been a change for Canada. Brandon Troutman will come on in the 24. He flies up the flank. Nicely worked from Moreau. Moreau might need Brandon Troutman in possession, but instead goes to Caldwell. Troutman plays a defensive role. John O'Farr, Steve Rebilliard and Emma Stewart in commentary as Leday goes infield to Edmo. Edmo back to Bat. Bat under some traffic. Troutman trying to cause some problems. Bat in the corner. What can the great man do here? Gets it to Edmondson. Penalty blown. Take us through it, Emma Stewart.
Yeah, very impressive defense there from the Canadian side, forcing that timeout in the back court. Just 30 remaining on their try clock. Great kickoff in this fourth and last period of the game.
Since half-time, the Canadians have stepped up their effort. They only lost that third quarter 15-14, having been well beaten in the second quarter. So they've started off this last term in pretty good fashion.
As Edmondson will play it up the line nicely for the Gladiators. And that'll bring up 50 points for New South Wales. The margin back to 9 with 7 to play here. Caldwell will inbound it for Canada. Into Moreau. Travis Moreau, what a player he's been over the last 4 days. He calls Vancouver home.
Right on the line. The Canadian side getting that timeout in just in time, as Troutman was crossing the line, but back over in the back half. So they will take it from the side in just a moment.
You know it's your birthday when you're dancing to elevator music.
That's much better than elevator music.
A bit of bachata or salsa, Steve?
Not from these feet.
Again, know your limits in life, Em. So as Caldwell plays it inbound to Moreau, and Canada will take it nicely. Here comes the cavalry for the Canadians. Troutman creates some problems on that left-hand side. Moreau pops the pass. Troutman has possession and gets the points. So the margin goes back to 8 points now, 50-42. Interesting little development. What do Canada need to do here, Steve Rebilliard, to get themselves back in this contest to get it short of 8 points?
Well, 8 at first blush you'd say was too many as long as Riley Bat is on the court. It's interesting he took that break late in the previous term. You know, elite athletes in contact sport, whatever it is, they're all carrying some kind of niggle, some kind of injury, and you've got to manage those. Think about what your schedule is for the next 6 months. How much do I have to give every game? Well, he gave absolutely everything last night to secure the Nationals championship. And we're probably looking at this match thinking, well, we think we've got Canada covered. You know, what do I want? What's at risk here?
That's a very good point, actually. As Leday will play it inbound, nicely pushed to Riley Bat. Bat will just push it back, goes at the line, tries to fire the pass over the head of Daniel Holt, finds Edmondson. Edmondson gets rid of it quickly. Here comes Ben Leday. Third bounce is a charm, and he gets the goal for the Gladiators. So it goes back to that 10-point margin now with 6 to play in this bronze medal game. We hope you're enjoying it here at Netball Central, or watching online, wheelchairrugby.com.au. Beautiful play, Edmo fires over the pass of Moreau, and Bat gets the points. The Gladiators continue the onslaught. 53-42, the margin quickly from 8 to 11, Steve Rebilliard.
Yeah, once it hits double digits, it gets especially tough for Canada. But Edmo and Bat between them conspired to produce a number of key turnovers.
So it'll be played nicely there to Troutman. Troutman goes hard at the line, bang in a Bat.
and gets the points. So terrific stuff there. Great venue, the Netball Centre here on Show Court. Wonderful venue in Sydney Olympic Park. This is a really developing area for business and sport. It's a nice little gelling of the two here at Homebush over the last number of years. Nice little precinct that they're slowly but surely developing as Ben Leday gives it in nicely to Andrew Edmondson. Edmo goes over the quarter line. Nice little pass across to Bat. Bat in open court again. Just holds it back short of the line. And then the play will go the way of the Gladiators.
Even though Byron Green couldn't see that ball, he knew it was coming, threw his hands up, hoping that with his back to the ball he might make contact. Couldn't do so. Another one for New South Wales. The lead is 11.
Well, speaking of the devil, the ball has been snatched there from Troutman by Bat. Terrific stuff from the Gladiators. 55-43. Coming up next, Steve Rebilliard, the celebrity game. A little bit of fun that we have on the final day of the competition.
Yep, looking forward to that, and a chance to talk a bit more about the Invictus Games of next year, which will be hard on the heels of the Wheelchair Rugby World Championship.
It's Travis Moreau that's taken that spill. And Emma Stewart, you've seen and been a part of a couple of celebrity games. How do you see it going this afternoon? It's a wonderful opportunity for some of our sponsors, friends and the like to get involved and have a go at wheelchair rugby.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great opportunity to include the whole community. And what a community that we do have. The Australian military certainly very involved this week. We've had them here, a few from the HMAS Parramatta here this week, which has been an excellent addition. And hopefully some of those guys will be jumping in the chairs up next.
So that'll kick off at around 3 p.m. and then at about 4:30 we battle for gold here at the Netball Centre. There's Canada on the precipice of something here, maybe points, as Moreau battles his way through some heavy traffic close to that line, pops over the pass there to Caldwell. Caldwell will go backwards, but I don't think they've got the points there, Emma.
There was a no try called there. And we just saw earlier one of the players exiting the field. He threw his hands up. I didn't leave. It's all good.
It's just giving yourself away sometimes, isn't it?
Yes, just a little bit. But it was play on. He didn't really have much of an advantage, so we've played the ball.
Leday inbound, and Edmondson will fire it on that left-hand side, up the flank. Here comes Riley on his right. Good pass across to Edmo. Waits perfectly and gets that nice little pass. That pass there was sort of that classic example when you see in rugby league, when you see a burst and they draw in that fullback, that timing. It's perfect there, Steve.
Nearly a turnover. Edmo puts some pressure on, so too does Bat now.
Debley tries to push away and the ball will go out of bounds.
Bang, bang, bang. Riley Bat is up there on them, constantly chasing the ball. Very impressive play. The lead now by 13. And we'll have a substitution. Simon Bartlett for Andrew Edmondson for the New South Wales GIO side.
So it'll be interesting to see if Canada make any changes in the next, say, minute. As Bat takes possession, Caldwell goes past him. And Smith is trying to battle his way through. Nice little shunt there from Shane Smith. Debley tried his best to cut him off at the pass. But Riley was just too fast, too quick on that occasion. 58-44. Nice little pass to Smith. Smith inbound. And away it goes now to Caldwell for Canada. So Caldwell, great player there from Ontario. Turns the tender age of 29 in 2017. Plays it on the left-hand side of the goals. Tries to find possession. Can he find Debley? He can! But yes, it is a goal. I thought for a moment there he may have been denied at the line. So now Leday will play it inbound nicely to Bartlett. Bartlett gives it to Bat. Bat just always calling for the ball. Great work from Daniel Holt in attack. So it looks as though the Gladiators will pick up a bronze medal to go with their gold from last night. Unless we see a miracle inside 3:43 as Bat takes the ball infield. And the play will go the way of the Gladiators. 59-45. Starting to get out a little bit too much for Canada. Can they come back? We'll find out. Here comes Debley to the line, to the quarter.
Nice little overhead pass. Great pick up there from Shane Smith close to the line. Under pressure in that cone.
Nice one on the half volley from Smith. I just earlier watching Riley Batt weave his way through the traffic. It reminded me of those precision driving team at the Royal Easter Show. You know, the police come out and you say, how do they get through each other like that? That's Riley.
Yeah, Steve, we have the Easter Show, sorry, not the Easter Show, the Ekka coming up in Queensland.
Yeah, and there's been a couple of changes to the Ekka I saw on the news this morning in terms of security and just the way that the event is going to be handled. And so a bit of a sign of the times there for shows coming up as Canada try to take it over possession. And nicely worked from Smith, but it's somehow come back to Debley. Oh, well, I'm not sure whether that was the brilliance of Shane Smith or just some unluckiness from Riley Batt, but it bounced back beautifully, and Matt Debley stayed alive, gained possession, and Canada get the point, 60-47. Terrific stuff from the Canadians. Riley Batt just carving a sway through the line of Canada. And it's 61-47, so we're under 3 minutes here. Caldwell will inbound from the key. Tries to play possession close to that line. Will he find Green? No, he won't. He'll go to Debley. Debley can't quite hold possession. Riley Batt gets it. May have got a tyre change there coming up. Emma Stewart for Riley.
Just incredible effort there on both teams. I would love to see that one. Shane pumping it back over and making that try. Just incredible stuff. We've seen a lot of great passes in that one. An interesting one from Shane Smith from the Canada side, number 25.
Well, I was chatting to Shane before the game and I said, have you got any tricks in the bag? And he said he'll do his best.
Well, there you go. That's one of them.
So he's got an array of talents when it comes to his passing game, Shane Smith. Terrific player for the Canadians out of Toronto. And of course, he's got that no limit campaign, #NoLimit. So wherever you see that on social media, get involved and support it as much as you can. It looks like a wonderful promotion there for Shane Smith and the Canadian wheelchair rugby team. 62-47, 2.5 left in this contest.
This is a totally dominant last quarter from New South Wales. They're leading it 14-7. It was 48-40, three-quarter time.
And we will have a reach there. Riley Batt spending some time in the bin. And a substitution for both sides. The Canada team, the whole team.
Yeah, so it's 4 on, 4 off. So Whitehead, Cameron, Lavoie and Moreau will go on for Canada. So 4 on, 4 off. Lavoie up the middle, finds possession. Nice little passage of play. Whitehead has it. So that shows you the versatility and depth of talent that Canada have got, Steve.
Yep, nice to be able to get them all on court at this stage of a game which is now lost. You may as well get everyone on that you can and start thinking of combinations, and next time that you're in a tournament, what your options might be. And this is a good test for players as well. Okay, you can't win the match, but this is an indication to the coach who's really trying. Yeah, it's not about the result now. It's about doing your best.
Yeah, very good point there, Steve. So it'll give Canada a great chance to fine-tune their team for certainly the next tournament as the pass comes inbound, as Holloway has possession of the ball. John O'Farr, Steve Rebilliard and Emma Stewart in commentary here for this bronze medal game, and that'll be your lineup for when we go for goal just after 4:30. 62-48 now. 2 minutes left on the clock. Nice possession of play there from the Gladiators as Leday will have it nicely to Holloway. Holloway plays possession, tries to go up the middle. Beautiful work from AJ, straight up the middle, carves a path. Great block off there from Simon Bartlett, and AJ goes through for the points. So 63 plays 48 here at the Netball Centre on day 4 of the Wheelchair Rugby Championships. It's been a wonderful tournament, a privilege to call each and every game, as Whitehead will go to Lavoie, and Lavoie will get the points for Canada. So Leday now will have possession. Leday inbound to Bartlett inside that 2-minute clock now. 30 seconds left on the shot clock as Bartlett goes over the top. Leday now has possession. He'll go up the right flank, over the half. Has Holloway just in front of him. Holloway calling for it. Leday now has possessions. Got Whitehead just trying to go for the ball. Held up possession. Take us through it, Emma.
Yeah, so both teams with possession there. It'll be a held ball, change of play. The Canada side will take it with 1:34 remaining in this bronze game.
So wheelchair rugby, like basketball, has like a possession arrow, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we've seen many years ago, the changeover in basketball where there was no longer the jump balls, we've seen that in wheelchair rugby as well, where we go to the arrow and it'll be the next possession of that team.
So it just alternates time after time.
That's right, and at the quarter and half.
So Leday will play it nicely from that line. In fact, there'll be a delay. So stay with us on wheelchairrugby.com.au if you're watching on the live feed, because the celebrity game and, of course, the gold medal game will be broadcast live. So you can see that right across the globe, wherever you may be, on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. And Stephen Holt will change the tyre there of Simon Bartlett for New South Wales. So 63.50 with just under 90 seconds to play. So it's looking as though it'll be a bronze medal for the New South Wales Gladiators after their gold last night. Lavoie gets the ball nicely, feeds the gap beautifully and finds Whitehead in the hole.
It was a lovely intercept from Lavoie. Read the pass nicely. Trim it back to a lead of 12 for New South Wales. But they won't be beaten from here. Just see out the last 70 seconds without incident.
Leday nicely passed to Holloway. Holloway goes downtown. Couple of bounces. One bounce, in fact, will find Simon Bartlett. Bartlett now having some pressure with Canada. Whitehead ploughs into him. Terrific pass and catch from Andrew Holloway. Brilliant stuff from the Gladiators. 64-51, under a minute to play. Wow, what about the pass there over the top and the catch from Holloway. Brilliant stuff. Bartlett tries to go at Whitehead. Whitehead goes into Leday. Nicely fired over the top, and Fabian Lavoie gets the points from Northern Ontario. He's played in 4 Paralympic Games: Athens, Beijing, London and Rio. As Holloway has possession of the ball, straight up the middle. Goes over the halfway line, and AJ will get the points there. So just over 38 seconds left in this contest. 65-52 the score in favour of the Gladiators. They will pick up the bronze medal. That is secured now. They had the win last night at the Sydney Olympic Park Sports Centre in the final, claiming gold against Victoria Protect Thunder. Victoria claimed silver last night. Will they get gold tonight against Japan? And the ball goes in nicely from Lavoie to Whitehead. So what an introduction to Team Canada. They've given us some wonderful moments over the last 4 days. Leday gives it nicely. Lavoie tries to push it out. 15 seconds to go. So they've been a wonderful addition to the wheelchair rugby family in 2017. Emma Stewart.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been an excellent few days here at Sydney Olympic Park, or at the Netball Centre today. There's just over 12 seconds remaining in this game.
Lavoie gives it nicely to Moreau. Moreau will go left side and get the points. So you'd think this will probably be the last play of the game since New South Wales have it. Bartlett. Clock will start in about 4 seconds' time. Away it goes nicely. Holloway, 5 seconds left. Bronze on the line here for the Gladiators. Ball goes to the quarter. AJ will round down the clock. Have they got time? No, they don't. It doesn't matter. Full time here in the bronze medal game. And it is a win to the GIO New South Wales Gladiators over Team Canada. Final score 65-54. And it is bronze for the mighty GIO New South Wales Gladiators. A wonderful, wonderful contest. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for these two brilliant teams, the GIO New South Wales Gladiators and Team Canada. Thank you very much, Team Canada. You are a wonderful ambassador for wheelchair sports right across the globe. A brilliant, brilliant team. Shane Smith, Mike Whitehead, you have been wonderful ambassadors for your team, as well as all the other
players along the side. We've seen some wonderful players. Let's go through their side because I want to give these guys a bit of attention. Brandon Troutman. What about this guy? Out of Edmonton. He's played wheelchair basketball. He's been a wonderful support player. Mike Whitehead, always going strong inside that key. Fabian Lavoie, brilliant player out of Northern Ontario. He's played in 4 Paralympics. Matt Debley, what a support player. Shane Smith, Houdini with the passes. Brilliant stuff from Toronto. Travis Moreau, he calls Vancouver home now. He turns 34 this year. Brilliant, brilliant player. Cody Caldwell comes out of Ontario. Magnificent player, scored plenty of points over the 4 days. The captain, Trevor Hirschfield, born in '83 from Parksville in British Columbia. He's been in 2 Paralympics, so great experience there. Britt Mayer, nice little yo-yo player, has been interjected brilliantly with the Canadian coaching staff. Byron Green played a nice little defensive role at the back. And of course, Kristen Cameron. She is the niece of Ottawa Senators former coach and now the Calgary Flames assistant coach in Dave Cameron. She's been at 2 Paralympic Games in London and Rio de Janeiro. So a wonderful lineup. So thank you very much to Canada for giving us so many highlights over 4 days here at the Wheelchair Rugby Championships. But ladies and gentlemen, as they leave the court, a big round of applause for the bronze medalists, the GIO New South Wales Gladiators. And let's give their team a bit of a lineup as well. Riley Batt, the Australian international, a brilliant player, scoring plenty of points. Young Harry Clist in the jumper number 15. What a performance and what an